Today, we want to cover real quick, am I eligible for the PPP? Now, that's the Paycheck Protection Program under the CARES Act. It just came into effect this past Friday the 3rd and available at banks as of the 10th. It's available to independent contractors and self-employed. It started on the 3rd to be available for small business owners. So am I eligible? Let's go through that because a lot of people have had questions. I want to have a real quick live so that you can get those answers for you. So first step, business with fewer than 500 employees. So if you have less than 500 employees, you qualify. That means if you're the only employee, right? That's less than 500. Second is a business that otherwise meets the SBA's size standards. Now, that may seem a little confusing, but if you check what that means there's certain businesses that have more than 500 employees that could still qualify. So if you have less, you're still good. A 501c3 with fewer than 500. So a nonprofit, a charity, can qualify under the Paycheck Protection Program. And this is the program that gives you 2.5 times your payroll, so a 1 month's payroll. In another video, we'll cover how to qualify and what are the requirements to qualify and all of that. But right now, we're just going to, am I eligible? So if you are a sole proprietor, now that means you're not an S Corp, that means you're not an LLC. That's actually how my business is set up. I do have employees, but as far as the IRS is concerned, I'm a sole proprietor. So yes, you qualify. What about an independent contractor, right? If you get a 1099, let's say you are an Uber driver or you're an outside sales consultant for a company that's paid on 1099, you qualify. You need to apply yourself. In fact, that rule just came out this week. Small businesses cannot include 1099 contractors. So if you get a 1099 miscellaneous each year for your taxes, then you need to apply yourself. You don't expect the company that you quote unquote work with to apply for you. Sole proprietor, that would be like we talked about, independent contractor, self-employed. So if you are a masseuse or you give piano lessons or you have a company where you're self-employed, you qualify. If you're in a tribal business, so I believe that would be like Indian, Native Americans, they would qualify. 501c3 veterans organization can qualify. So in addition, food and services sector, they're looking at per location rather than if it's got 100 different locations. They're saying in a per location, 500 employees or less can qualify, or franchise can qualify. So there's a handful of ways that you can qualify. The key is if you have 500 or less employees, even if you're a solopreneur or you're a 1099 miscellaneous, you qualify. So we'll do some other videos on how and all that. But first, I just wanted to address this question so that people would have some answers. Thanks.